Hello friends, welcome to Electronic Circuit Hub. So today we are going to understand about the transistor as a current limiting device. So we will understand how transistor works as a current limiting, how it limits the current flowing through it, right? So this is the simple circuit based on two transistor I have drawn here, and this circuit works as a current limiting device. Okay, current limiting. So we will understand how this circuit works as a current limiting and how it limits your current, your input current, and how it works, right? Then I will show you the waveform, the output current waveform in simulation window, and I will change the value of input voltage, and I will show you how this transistor works as a current limiting circuit, right? So let us first understand the circuit flow of this transistor. So this is the supply voltage. So you can see for this supply voltage, it varies from 5 volt to 10 volt in the step of 1 volt. So in the last video, I have already discussed about the dot step param. How do we write the dot step param, and how we sweep the parameters, right? So if you haven't watched that video, please go and watch to that video. You will have proper understanding to write this type of syntax in the circuit diagram, right? So this is input v v1, and input is varying from 5 volt to 10 volt in the step of 1 volt. So I will show you what is the current if input is 5 volt, and I will show you what is the current if input is 6 volt, what is the current if input is 7 volt, and what is the current if input is 8 volt, 9 volt, and 10 volt. So your input is varying from 5 volt to 10 volt in the step of 1 volt. So this is your input supply, and here you can see your input goes to the collector of Q1. This is BC547C, and it is this transistor is biased with 10K resistance with the same input voltage. Okay, so this base is connected to R2, and it goes to the same point here, that is 10 volt or 5 volt. And then we have a current limiting resistor, that is R1. The value for this R1 is 47R. So this is R1, and this from this point, the drop of this R1 resistance drive the transistor Q2, and uh, the base of this Q2 is connected to this drop of this transistor R1, and the collector is connected to the same terminal, that is R2, right? So this is very simple circuit, and it works as a current limiting circuit, right? It works as a current limiting circuit. It limits the current flowing through it, right? So let us say how this circuit works. Let us say if your 5 volt is going through here, and then it goes to the Q1. This basically works as a power transistor, right? So it it handle more power across it if you increase your supply voltage, right? So let us say, how do you calculate the value for this R1? So this R1 is given by, let us say, the VBE for this transistor is 0.7 volt, and you want to limit your device current at 15 milliampere. So 0.7 divided by 15 milliampere, so you will get 47 R here. So this is just a theoretical calculation. I have kept the value R1 is 47 R. Okay. So so let us say when current increases more than 15 milliampere, So voltage drop across this resistor R1 increases to 0.7 volt, and once the drop across this R1 is 0.7 volt, this transistor Q2 gets turned on, right? This transistor Q2 gets turned on. So once this transistor gets turned on, this Q1 works in a linear region. So because of the current is also flowing through this transistor when Q2 is turned on. So this transistor Q1 works in a linear region. So it drops more voltage across it. It handle more powers and it limits the current. Okay. So hope you understand the circuit flow. Now I will run the simulation and I will show you the current limiting function of this circuit, how this circuit works as a current limiting device, right? So please continue watching this video till end. So if you want to run the simulation, you have to go this button, this is simulate button, run, click it, run. Then you can see you have two window, one for schematic, one for waveform. Now I go here and I tile window vertically. So now you have two window, one for schematic, right, and one for waveform. So I will divide it into two parts, like so. This add, right click on anywhere in this window and add plot pane. So you will have two plot pane. So this is for input. So you can see I will click it here and I will show you the input. So you can see here your input is 5 volt, your input is 6 volt, your input is 7 volt, your input is 8 volt, and your input is 9 volt, and your input is 10 volt. So where does it come from? Since I have used dot step function in LTSpice, so our input is starting from 5 volt to 10 volt in the step of 1 volt. If you don't know how to write this syntax, you may go and watch my previous video, and I will also give the link in the I button. So you may click on I button and you may watch how do we write the syntax for dot step parameter in LTSpice. So I hope until now it's very clear to you. Now I will show you the current flowing through this resistance R1. So just I will click it here. So you can see when your input is 5 volt, your current is here, that is 12.6. When your input is 6 volt, your current is here, that is 12.7. And here when your input is 7 volt, your current is 12.8. When your input is like 8 volt, your current is 12.9. When input is 9 volt, your current is 13, and your input is 10 volt, your current is 13.1. So you can see here current is 12.6 and here current is 13.1. That means uh, with the increase of 5 volt input, 5 volt input, you have only zero point 0.5 milliampere current increment. Okay, that means this transistor is working in a current limiting circuit, current limiting device. So let me show you the power across this transistor. Okay, so how this transistor working in a linear region. So to measure the power, you have to control click control press control alter, then you have to press on here. So you can see this power button. So you may see this. Okay, when your input is 5 volt, your power across this transistor Q1 is 5649 milliwatt, and when your input is 10 volt, the power across this transistor is 126 milliwatts. So that means the excess of power is handled by this Q1 transistor. So this Q1 transistor is working in a linear region, and it is having more voltage drop across it. So let me show you the voltage drop. So just click it here and just click it here. So I will show you the voltage drop across this. So you can see when your input is 5 volt, your voltage drop across this transistor is 4.5 volt, right? This is 4.39 volt. And when your input is 10 volt, the voltage drop across this transistor is around 9.3 volt. That means this transistor is handling more more current across it. It is dissipating more power across it. That is why it is called power transistor, and your current is limiting by this resistance R1. And this transistor operates only when you are trying to draw more current than 15 milliampere. This transistor get turns on, and is the some current start flowing through this transistor. Let me show you the current flowing through this transistor is like, just click this window. Yes, so you can see the current flowing through this transistor is different for 5 volt 350 microampere, and for 10 volt 850 microampere. That means this transistor is not working in a saturation region. This is Q1 is working now in linear region, and it is handling more power dissipation across it, right? So hope you understand how this circuit works as a current limiting circuit, how transistor works as a current limiting device, right? This is most commonly used circuit in the industry. You can also try with this circuit, right? And at the end of this video, I will upload this LTSpice file in the Google Drive, and I will share the link with you in the description. You may go and download the file, and you may play with this circuit. Okay. So hope you understand the concept for transistor as a current limiting device, right? And if you have any question, feel free to ask me in comment section. Thanks for watching this video.